Okay, let's take a look at my trade sheet, wherever it ran off to. Which has been closed down. Got it. Okay, so I've got 55 billion in crates as of whatever last night. So we're going to take a quick look at what is currently up there right now. 69 621 Silver Azalea 88 308. Brass is still that. Medea is gonna be 7160. Yeah. Calpheon crates is 16088. Serendia still that. Snowfield Cedar still that. Obsidian is still that. Jade is 21436. And Edana is 81. Not that we're really worried about that. 286. 84. 101. 164. 259. So I actually have, according to this, I have 58,700,000,000 there. Okay. And missing from what? Guru 3? I'm missing 600,000 crates. So I'm missing 68%. So it's taken us 11 days to craft 300,000, so it's 20 days. So basically end of April will be Guru 3 in crate production. Okay. honestly, God, there's a part of me that just kind of wants to get the Seraph as a trader. Get a Seraph trader. Not that I'm really pinching 14% experience, but I'm pinching 14% experience, but I'm going to lose 14% experience at some point. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, let me look at my... Okay. So let me look at everything I can get my hands on. Currently in game. No fuckery, no nothing. Just pure, unadulterated trade buff stuff that I can do right now if I was to jazz up my character for the first time. Alright, so we're turning it all off. Okay. So, what do I have access to? I have the professional trader's costume. We can get that. +5 silver embroidered. We can get that. Life skill crystals. That's 202%. We can get that. Mastery accessories are 90%. I have 25 in pets. I'm pretty sure that's correct. 20 and then the 5 on trading. Yes. Artifacts and accessories is 35. Actually, we can get that higher now. If we go to Garmoth artifacts, I mean, I assume, but I mean, they also love to fuck over anything with trade. Yeah, you can't amplify these, so this is correct. Okay, so 35 in alchemy. We have the Kafra's journal. We'll have the Treant's tier, whatever it is. Fresh whale meat salad. We'll be using the assorted kimchi. The Verdure elixir, perfumes of swiftness. We'll have the Krogdalo, the guild buff. I won't have the merchant's touch anymore. That's gone. We'll have the villa buff. We'll have the energy buff. The Book of Old Moon, the value pack. We'll have the Book of Life. The Secret Book of Florin, the Gaiovin Grolin sports thing, the Lara T. We'll have a cake buff. Now this is where shit starts getting fucking weird. So this is where we need to kind of look at our inventory. Alright, so we have the Delicious. I have a Cozy Hot Cocoa. I have the Whiskey Bourbon. I have Fugar's Magical Elixir. I have Ellie's. And I have the Dragon King as well. Okay. We have a GM3. Well, I don't have the GM buff, but I do have a GM's Blessing 3. Six-leaf clover, we still have that. Let's see here. Energy of Happiness, we have that, so this can go on. Scary Candy. We have that. Blue Candy Cane. No, I've got the red candy cane. All right, so we don't have the blue candy cane. All we need... Don't have that. There's no way I have those coconuts still. No, we don't have that anymore. Now, I do have the Termian Blue, so we can put that on there. I don't think I have Peach. Peach, no. We do have the Wise Housekeeper. We only have the cart for it. Okay. So... The current... Oh, and the Mercenary Life. We definitely have that. So the big thing I'm missing is the GM buff, which is 30%. Now comparing that to what I currently have, which is 17, I'm roughly 100 EXP off, which isn't terrible considering I can pop all of this at once. So it's realistically, once we cycle off some of these buffs that are one-off buffs, I'm not too terribly far off of being able to, like, once we get off some of the last non-event items, she's kind of in the same boat at this point. So... Honestly, making a Seraph for the 14% isn't a terrible idea at some point. Let's see, what time do those crates come in? I think it's later. I don't know if I really want to wait for this. 3 hours and 13 minutes. So almost 9 o'clock. If we don't do it tonight, we'll do it tomorrow. So let's just see how it's going. What it's like towards the end. I may not want to do it. I mean, it's not like I need to do it. It's just that it'd be nice. It's money, so. But I mean, we got a bunch of stuff we need to do anyway. So I did end up blowing up the cooking costumes on the not characters that I'm using, so we have 6,000 Cron Stones. So you know what that means, right? It means we get to swing the bat a few times. All right. Let's just go ahead and get it and be done with it. I didn't even think about it. Go. Tonight. Nope. Next time. Next time. I mean, it's only a 6% chance, too. That's the terrifying part. Alright, well. So, let me empty out my inventory, and then we're gonna go do some things and stuff. Okay, we're going to probably go do this at some point in the next day or so. But I think what we're gonna try to accomplish with her tonight is we're gonna do I think we're gonna go I think I'm gonna go take one chunk out of the troll blood. Yeah, I think we're gonna take a chunk out of the troll blood. I'm not gonna do it on Agris on her. And then we're gonna do a few non-Agris gathers on a few other characters. Before we go. Because I think I'm debating on when I'm gonna do the degenerate big gather section. The one gather that I don't really want to do type thing, where I have to go to Bear and spend 3 hours nonstop just fucking slamming that shit away. Alright, to Calpheon we go. But yeah, this is probably one of the things we just want to go ahead and kind of just knock out. Alright. So let's get our outfit on. We've got that. We've obviously got our crystals. We've got all this. We're going to get that on. Pop one of those. One of those! That, the buff, and yeah. Use that as our timer. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this one with Agris, just because I would like to, I want to get a general idea for, non-Agris here, because I don't really remember, what it drops. I think it's like 17-ish thousand. Per on our per run here without Agris. Because it's also going to help determine my Agris burns, probably for tomorrow, based on this. Because we still have to do 3 more runs of Troll Blood. Like, it's not out of the woods. Make sure I am on my cat and my hedgehog. The way I look at this, too, is, yes, we could theoretically wait for a, life skill event here in the next week or so to show up to do the gathering for it. But at the same time, if I get the EXP, I'd rather it be on alchemy than gathering. So, that's how I have to justify this. So we have to be a little bit, you know, careful with how we spend our time. But 4 runs, I mean, even if I do 1 on Agris at some point, it'll be fine. It's like, I don't even think we're near... Yeah, we're not near a guru level. So, it really doesn't matter. Hey, it's my worker. Get back to work, you lazy bum. mean, if we wait to do the trade run tomorrow, it'll hit 60 bill. Which, I mean, isn't a big deal. It's not like I'm like, oh, I need to have 60 bill in order to do whatever. It's just, it would be 60 bill if we did it. Oh, shit, he killed Bob. But at least when we do this alchemy run, it'll be 190... Well, 190 bill, but we'll get 160 of it. Plus what we make along the way in materials and secondary mats and everything. Now, I do have to recalculate some of it because the alchemy stones don't sell anymore. It wasn't a ton of money added to it, but... it seems like with the increase of the truffle seeds, that technically can add value. So what would we do with that specifically is probably... So immediately we'll buy another 24,000, I mean immediately, not even thinking twice about it. Buy 24 billion worth of Spellbound Catalyst just to go ahead and get that out of the way. Then we will start reinvesting into traces to get at least over 200 whatever fucking thousand we're about to go through. Start buying those up. Which will only take a few days to fully replenish that. I may not need to hit the fruits that hard. Because I'm not going to be spamming oils for EXP right now. So we're going to avoid that. I'm actually really curious to see what my cook speed is on the Ulvius shit. Without any buffs. Which there's actually a chance we'll end up cooking on it. Because, I mean, I've got the entire week worth of gathering. This is not going to be some shit I can pull out of my ass tomorrow. So we'll probably make it into the new Olvia season. Okay, so let's see. Rough math is saying in my head that the... It's 24 billion for the Spellbound Catalyst to get the next just batch, period. We're putting... It's 1 billion per 5,000. What's my current tick at? $193,000. So we're looking at 40 bill in that. Okay, so 24, 60 billion in that. All right, so now we're down to 100 billion. If I go ahead and extend it out to another 6,000 craft, we would add another 24 billion to that. So we're at 80 billion. We need about 25 billion probably for the next trade run. So that'll go into the central market as well. I don't think we're gonna have... Well, hold on. I need to actually think about this from the standpoint of we got another 60 billion in crates that we're not accounting for in money. I'm literally trying to do this all off of the... exclusively off of the alchemy run. Okay, so I need to change my thought process. Okay, so let's just say we do it tomorrow and it's 60 grand. Or 60 billion. So, quick math says it's 60 billion plus 164 billion is 224 billion silver. Post-tax everything. That's what I'll have physically to my name. Alright, so this isn't counting grind times. This isn't counting anything. This is just what we have. No daily inputs whatsoever. Even though we're now making 106 million a day from that, which means every 10 days we're getting 1 billion silver. It's not accounting for Imperials that I am severely lacking on, which I will go do as soon as we're done with this hour, which I do need to do better on. At least do the cooking ones. The alchemy is gonna just be whatever it is. I'm not gonna count that as... That's just profit from whatever I've packaged, just to get magical seals. Or shards. Okay. So I'm not going to add all of that in. So that will slightly change and add into this a little bit, but not much. So we're looking at 224 billion. Did you really just attack me, fool? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and minus out 48 billion. Just instantly from it. Huh? $224 billion minus 48 billion is 176 billion. All right. So that is now Spellbound Catalyst. That's what we've got there. We said that it is roughly 38 billion worth of catalysts, or of traces that I need to specifically buy for alchemy. So we'll put it another 40 billion out of it. So now minus 40 billion is now 136 billion. All right. So we're roughly looking at okay, so the next thing is upgrades. So we really would like to get, I think the cool factor would be tapping the helm by Thursday, if it actually was to happen. Like, if we're just being real, that would be cool, and we could finish that up on Thursday's reset. But that's not a guarantee. It's 8 billion a click. And right now, the best I could put my hands on would be 60 billion. So that does not even remotely guarantee it, but it definitely gets us in. It definitely gets us a pay-to-play function. We definitely get a seat at the table there that it would actually do something. Alright, so... So let's think about this in the macro sense of what I'm doing. What would it take to get me grinding Edana to make 2 billion an hour if I can actually do that? Okay, so let's just say, what does it take to get to Edana? Well, I would like the full 4 pieces of gear, at least base level. You know, at least get it in there, because that's all I can do. I'll have to wait a week before we can start leveling it up. But every week, we will, for at least the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks after, 4 weeks after this Thursday, I am committed to getting every single piece upgraded once off of the Pry level. Because it's 2 Agris Fever or Agris Essence, whatever it is, per level. So that's technically 8 weeks worth of fucking up if it doesn't go. So at least getting everything Pry. Alright, that'll be the next tier, is to get it at least there. Alright, so that covers the Edana, the pieces of Edana that you're gonna get weekly. That's low-hanging fruit, doesn't really matter. Alright, what else do we need for Edana? We need better crystals. So, I'm gonna have to start pre-ordering crystals that are far too fucking expensive for me to do. Or, we're gonna have to figure out where in the actual fuck you grind to get the parts to make this, outside of the shards. That also means that I need to potentially look at upgrading my my AP crystals need to get upgraded. I need to actually, I'm very curious to go see what all the low-hanging upgrades are. So I may go swap a character and run it to bear real quick while we do this. Because I'm actually kind of curious on that, which would give me an idea of what are we looking at price-wise. Kill this group, because this is the fattest part of them. Here, let's actually rip the 100% here. Fuck it. Hit the big 100%. Shifty. No mercy. Oh shit, she actually gathers from her, from her buff? Oh, hey, let's grab, I don't know how many's actually there, so we'll just grab 30. That's cool. I didn't know she actually would, like, go into her form. Okay, that's kind of cool. Well, I killed you too, so let me grab you. Okay. So we're going to pause right here, and then we're going to jump to... who's kind of ish close. You need to be there. You don't need to be there. I'll go ahead and run you. Well, I'm gonna have to teleport you, but you'll get the point. Okay, so yeah, let's figure out what are we looking at in terms of upgrades. And that'll figure out a price, and we'll get a running upgrade of these. Alright, Calpheon. Down the hole we go. Oh, that's right, you've got the elephant on you. Do you have a celestial horn, or am I going to need to ride this thing? No, you've got a flute. Okay, I actually have to ride you. So yeah, there is a baby elephant in here that used to be a trade thing, and it was totally a thing back in the day. Alright, so let's look at my gear real quick and figure out what is and isn't okay, so we just want to go back to my normal crystals and see what am I cooking with and how much. Which I can already tell you, these gens are going to be absolutely fucking expensive. Alright. Like, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, so crystals are all set up originally. As they currently sit on my account. Current 2026. Copy. Edana. Future 2026. Save. Alright, let's put it on current. We're going to unlink it. We're going to run... For right now, I think we're going to have to go with the... I think I'm going to need the Frenzy perfume. So we're going to start there. We're going to assume everything is 50% back attack. Alright, and then we're going to clone my gear, and then we're going to name this... Can you not name it? No, you can't. Okay. Alright, so... Let's go down to Edana Future. And change it to there. So, we're looking at the castle, because that's the first place that I can try to grind. So we're going to look at it with Vicious Shadows versus the Edana set. The Amplified Edana set. So it is 7% more damage at that point. Okay. Now, what happens if we update... Which, that's expensive as shit. Just in amplifying that, alright? So let's see here. That's 2% for the Kabuas if we get both of them to the heralding. Which takes me up to 11% more damage. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move my helm to the base just because we're going to say we're going to have the full set. Okay, so realistically, we are about 100 AP off in the thing. So let's go to Edana, the crystal set here, and look at it. All right. So we know we need the let me go move you over here. By the way, you ever seen an elephant run fast as fuck? Go, little boy. Show him how fast you run. You a quick boy. Alright, I'll run one other here, and that will be... I need you up there. Duvenkroon, Valia. I'm just gonna literally run him here while we finish this up. And he'll just get finished running from if I don't make it. If we finish this up. Because he needs to get energy, and I would rather it generate. Alright. Down, down, down. There. Run, Doctor Strange. The one class I never played by having the coolest name ever. Fucking weird, right? Okay, so I need the Glorious Okrads. That's non-negotiable. We need to up the Crystal Voids. So those are easy. That can be done. So save. That is 5% extra damage there. Okay. Now... we need... We need at least 4 gens turned to Hans. Which is 23% more damage increase. Alright, this is already dumbly expensive. Okay, so the question's gonna come in. Will I need 2 Han crystals? So let's try to figure out the corrupted. So we need corrupted gluttony crystal. So that's gonna be... I think that's dark... that sounds like, Star's End shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Gluttony crystal. Star's End. Okay, well, I'm not terribly pissed by it, but is it only the high-end Star's End shit? Or is it the low-end Star's End shit? It looks like it's only the upper-end shit. Yep. Yeah, I am nowhere near 395. They can go kiss my ass. So getting those is going to be a royal fucking dick. Because there's only a handful of people who can actually go grind that shit. Okay. So yeah, we'll just say we get them. Honestly, how much does that actually add? That adds a whopping, so I'm up to 27%, so we're almost 30% more damage. Okay. Let's move one hand to 25% BSR. How much damage do I lose? 24% at this point. All right. So I've got some extra BSR. I am still below the cap by quite a bit. Hard cap is 1595. We're starting to get into accessory territory, I think, at this point. Yeah, crystals alone aren't going to carry me across the line. There's also the Edana crystal, but you're going to have to farm that up. So we can get a stun, stiffness, freezing is the one I need. So there's 4 AP against monsters, and then we need the Juan Edana save. That's 29% once you add that in. And if I ended up taking this Han over, that's 31% extra damage. I'm at 1550 on the Edana monster AP. So we're almost to that 1595 cap. Okay. Oh wait, I don't even have the Edana I got the demi-human on there. Whoops. Yeah, Edana. Yeah, okay, we're 20 AP away, 20 Edana AP away from it, running the Edana elixir. Duh. Okay, so it really is the. So if I take these off, because the corrupted magics are going to be absolutely dick to get. Double check your stun, stiffness, freezing. Yeah, so knockback, floating. Okay, so we've got that. I'm at... Nothing beats Brutal Decimations. I mean, the real gainer is getting that Han Dusky Crystal once we get there. That'll take it up to 41%, and we'd be overcapped once we get it. If we get that Edana Crystal, we'll be overcapped. Okay, so... crystals are going to be a bitch, but let's go ahead and... we'll put it on the edge of the crate one over here. Alright, you're almost there. You need to go here. Alright, so... let's get some shopping done real quick. So we need... open central market purchase. Alright, so the upgrades were... magic crystal... or, hold on. They were enhancement, upgrade... heralds... flawless heralds, and those are 4,950,000,000, and you need 2 of these. All right. Then you need lightstone crystals, which are right here. Let's run one more because I'm almost there. Who can come down here? I'll bring you down from Calpheon. She's gonna get deleted soon anyway. Alright, it's 2 Edana, it's 3 Edana. It's 3 Twisteds and an Iridescent. So I should have the Iridescent sitting to the side, so I need 3 Twisted... and then to amplify it, it was 50 magical shards, 100 lightstone crystals, end time. Yeah, I will amplify them overpaying 7 or 2 bill a pop, because that's not 2 bill in mats. I don't think. $30. No, you can get those all made cheaper, almost as cheap as making one. Okay. So you're going to be spending $760 a lightstone. For stone twisted, you're spending 760 million a piece. You're gonna need 3 of those. All right. And then actually the question is, with me being overcapped at this point, is Vicious Shadows ending up being better? Because if that's the case, but it's getting us 2 Vicious Shadows. 44. No, it actually ends up being the same thing. Currently. So yeah, once I truly get past that, yes, it's technically better, but then there's gonna be another spot that's even worse. But for that one spot, sure. Okay, so it gets us into that. Now is the crystal wish list of bullshit. Magical crystals, attack. So we're just gonna go ahead and write this gen in as 34 billion, 35 billion, and just be done with it. Gen Dawn BSR, and we're just gonna write this in at 36 billion. And we only need 1 of those for right now. We're not building it on 2. We need the Okrads, which are 2 of these. Gem of Void. Where do we get those? Because I might just upgrade them. Gem of Void is obtained from Orazeka. Where the fuck is this? Screw it, I'm gonna write it in as 2 billion for now and we'll figure it out later. Crystal of Void is 2 billion, or we'll just say 3 billion a crystal. We need 2x of those. The destructions. Crystal of Void. Destruction is looking like we can get these at 2 billion. 2,900 million. You'll need 2 of these. All right. And then it was dogged patience. $100 million. Those aren't terrible. Two X of those. All right, then this is where shit's gonna get fucking expensive. I've got to make 6 gen crystals. Or Han crystals. Alright, so... let's just do this in the sense of safety. We're gonna do this as light stone crystals. $500x, and I need 6 of those. So we need 3,000 magical lightstone crystals. We're gonna need magical shards 300x. And we need 6 of those equals this times 300. We'll need 1,800 of those. And then crystallized energy of end times. We're gonna need 6 equals this times 100. 100x. Okay. So magical shards are I mean, we're pre-ordering, but they are 6 million apiece. So 6 million apiece equals this times this. We're looking at 10 billion in just those. Crystallized end times. We're looking at 24. We'll say 23.5 is probably what the average price will end up coming out to be for these. All right, crystallized. So this will be 23,500,000 equals this times this. 14 billion in those. And then magical light stones, we're gonna have to get 3,000 of them. So we're looking at 30 billion-ish. And we're looking at 30 billion. So we're looking at 54 billion in just making those gen crystals alone. Not counting the money over here. So as of right now, we're looking at equals sum of this to D6. So 60 billion there equals sum here to 10, E10. So we're looking at 110 billion, 115 billion in getting Edana ready. pre-crystals. Okay, so we can go back now, but we kind of have this idea. So 110 billion, and we were already at 164, or 200, yeah, 164 billion when we do the 2 trades, plus the 60 billion we've got now, minus 48 billion from the trade, putting back in just that. Then we said we're going to subtract out 38 billion for traces. So yeah, before we ever get leveled up, before we can ever get Edana ready, we gotta... We're probably gonna have to do a 3rd alchemy run before I can ever actually go chasing this, is what it's looking like. So... Also, hello there. It's all gonna come down to how lucky I get with the helmet this week, if we end up rolling the crates on it. That's what it really comes down, is do I get lucky? If we don't, and it takes the majority of it to get the Edana armor, then no, we definitely do not get many upgrades. But we have to go after the biggest fruit if we're gonna do it. We need to go after the biggest single upgrades we can get. Singular-wise. That benefit everything. So, like, I will stay away from the Edana exclusive stuff and probably focus that BSR crystal. We'll get it done, get the Han BSR taken care of, so we have an extra 25% BSR at all times. Then we will... That benefits everything. Yeah, that would be cool, and also really fucking expensive to try to get. I mean, that kind of would be disgusting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out this Orizeka shit. Where the fuck is that? I thought I knew my BDO map pretty well, but I don't know where the fuck Orizeka is. There's Enzlar. Jordine's dumb nuts. I mean, perfectly balanced as all things should be, right? You play the game with Japanese VO? That's even weirder. It's like, why? I mean, I get it, you're Asian, but why? Used to play it in Korean? Now, see, that would make sense. Honestly, that would make sense. Being the fact you are indeed Korean. So...
I will strike you down.
sense does not make. You speak Japanese better than Korean. Now that's actually wild. So let me get this straight. You're a British Korean who speaks Japanese better than she speaks Korean. My brain hurts so bad right now. I'm like doing great just to speak English correctly, properly, fluidly. Hey, more power to you, holy shit. I mean, I barely get past ordering my tacos in Spanish. Fuck. It's pretty English to be pretty easy language to be fair. Pretty easy. Okay. Okay. Calm your Asian tits down. Not everybody has Asian superpowers. Some of us have to work for a living on our languages. But I honestly think it's if you... I have a feeling it's kind of like... if you kind of have parts of one, it probably makes it easier for the others. It's kind of, I guess I would assume it to be like Portuguese and Spanish. They understand each other, kind of. Like, things make sense, but it's not quite the same. I'm gonna have to translate that here. Let's see here. Go here on Twitch. Copy to English. Just means Nightingale is American. Got it. Yes, I am very American. I breathe in the units of freedom. What? America is America and Japanese, but Igrisu is British. Damn, they fucked them over. Yeah, and I have no idea. Yeah, that actually does look pretty close to it. Hmm. Interesting.
By my blade!
Is the easiest Asian language? Good to note. Good to know. I mean, I blame the Chinese for making it hard. They've had centuries to get that shit easier. Do they choose to do it? Nope. Let's make this shit fucking hard as possible.
No mercy! In judgment!
If you go to Hong Kong, they don't even speak traditional Mandarin. They speak Cantonese. Holy shit. That's right. I forget that they have two. You know, it really seems like at some point or another, China was two different countries. Let's be real. To have two languages, they were two different countries at one point. Somewhere along the lines in history, they were two countries. Unless it's really like the difference of like speaking Australian, English, Irish, Scottish, you know, for some people like that, unless it's just slight dialect differences. But if it's physically got two different words for for the same meaning, you'd think it's probably two countries at one point. Just somewhere we didn't get the record of it. Interesting. Right now, we're doing Troll Bloods. We're getting 1 hour of Troll Bloods done, so I can see what it is without Agris. To get a baseline of if I need to do an Agris hour or not. And then, let's see here, that'll be 7. Then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next. If we're gonna go hunt, or if we're gonna go gather bear on somebody else. Because I need to get a lot of the bear shit for pure powder reagents, clear liquid reagents. So we can't have enough of that. But I'm not 100% sure. We may just go do the trade run and say, "L, fuck it." Or just do it tomorrow. I don't know. We might do it tomorrow.
I will strike you down.
I know at some point this week we need to go do the weekly Salies. That needs to be taken care of so we can get the mats for the boat. It's gonna be nice that we're gonna get a frigate out of the second class. So it means I don't have to go spend 3 bill on a frigate, which is what we need to jumpstart the boat. Getting that done. Which is a whole beast and a half of a process. Yeah, it's just sucking bloods right now, and trying to get some of that dent taken out of. We might go capture a horse over in Valia. Right? His big fat ass gets so much troll blood from him. Just put an IV drip on him. Be like, just keep eating, you'll be fine. That lightheadedness, don't worry about it. You don't need all that. You can't actually get enough Shadow Lions to fully sustain doing my level of production. You have to gather troll blood in order to sustain it at that level. I've tried Shadow Lions many times. I've tried doing the Valencia Lions. It's just, it's not enough. I have to have, I haven't done those yet. But we're looking at, it would have to be at the, in order for it to be worth my time, I would have to be getting roughly, in 1 hour, I'd have to be getting like 25,000, 35,000 blood. So basically, it would have to be like the Vidur Doe and Bucks of Narcon. Like, it would have to be at that level. For it to be worth. Because if you're only getting between 4 and 10,000 an hour, I'll go up there and I'll go check them out. Before we do anything else, we'll go up there and go check them out. It's just going to be the time to kill, too. That's also kind of an issue. I mean, if it's like massive, chunky, you know, takes an eternity to drop one, then that's kind of an issue. The way I look at it is, if you can outgrind troll blood, it's worth. Okay. Got it. I didn't even know they had danger noodles up there. Like, are we talking danger noodles for, Freaka Snake Stew?
No mercy in judgment.
So then at that point, it would be like, why would you even go do those over the Tashira Ruins one? Yeah. Because the snakes you're gonna get at a 2-to-1 ratio to the scorpions down there, which sucks, but... I mean, that kind of makes sense. Hmm. Okay, so I just want to be clear on your suggestion. You're saying that potentially hunting the elephants up there, like physically hunting them, may be better than troll blood? Slaying the non-variant. Okay. Alright, we'll, check that out. It won't happen for this cook run as far as the actual conversion to it, because I try to keep my, inventory kind of lean on alt bloods so that I have the main focus blood, but I will definitely check it out just to go see what we're getting per gather. But I tried Shadow Lions, and that's just sad. Like, I can't keep up with needing 70,000 of them. It's just fucking ridiculous. So trolls are the... Trolls were the best thing at the time when I made the spreadsheet. Okay.
No mercy in judgment.
I mean, you're a good little ninja, so that's fine. City of the Deadage. I need to get people roughly my gear score at some point so we can go do all the, no, I haven't done it. So we can go do all the, party spots for the grinding in every spot. Sitting at Ash waiting for the raindrop for me. Yeah, it's Olin's, it'll be all the Dekia Lantern, party Dekia Lanterns. So, yeah. I don't know. Dolan's 2 is okay, but not really. It's all Adani now for money. Yeah, I was looking at trying to get Adanya ready. The thing I gotta figure the fuck out is I was looking at one of those crystals, but I can't figure out where Orizeka is. Like, I thought I checked out Edana, but I didn't see it up there. Dekia trees is good money and EXP. Kind of back to how it used to be when Comma 1 came out. Or 2. Whatever it was. That's the dungeons? 4th dungeon? Okay. Okay, then yeah, we're just buying the crystals. I'm not gonna fucking deal with going out and grinding it. If you're below 350 AP and 430 DP, you probably don't belong there.
I will strike you down.
Because I wasn't like super buffed and I was doing okay damage to him. But I didn't go in with the actual buffs to see if that's to see actually how doable they are.
In the light's name.
That's actually quite shocking. But also makes sense. Because I think you were on the Debo grind back then. If only that was several years ago, right? When it mattered. You mean like every other man-up player? Sitting in Valencia getting fat and happy? Getting those multi-billion silver payouts? For doing fuck all? Because nobody would go challenge them? Yep. Yeah, those were the days. Unfortunately, I'm gonna just be outright buying Pendebos. Buy 5 Pendebos, convert them to Nav, and then start smacking on them for decks.
No mercy in judgment.
Alright. let's get out of this popsicle stand. Doesn't reforging give you the ability to put the so we got 14,000 on non-Agris. That's actually not that bad. But doesn't putting the Garmoth heart allow you to do all the reforged stones on it? Just that's just sovereign. Okay. Then never mind. Yeah, then it's just Stam. That's like right over here. There's literally, that's it? Is that even really worth doing? I'm just blown away by people still doing it. Wow. It gets emptied by the time it passes the river? Oh, I imagine it would. Alright, let's go fucks with the Edana stuff for a moment. I have no idea. I mean, that's not terrible. In, like, the grand scheme of things, that's not horrible. It's not worth because it's camped by 2 siege guilds. I mean, I would imagine it would be. Okay, so I assume they're over here is where I want to go for the elephants. Oh. Somewhere over in this region. Yeah, they're around there. Are these the normal ones right here? I didn't get a gather proc on any of them. Are you sure that wasn't the wild grass that was there? Because I saw it as grass. That's why I didn't think twice of it. The fuck? Oh, hey! Fuck yeah! Alright, I'll have to get a goblin on that shit fucking ASAP. Yeah. No, that's why I'm like, I'll be taking some of that. All right. How expensive is that node to get to? Oh, it's already connected. Okay. Well, when I finish up my horse shit, I will hook it up. Actually, hold up. There's a node manager somewhere, and I need to go talk to him. There is knowledge that I hath need to obtain. What's up, motherfucker? Hey! Energy! It pays to talk to people. Okay. So around in here, eh? Alright, well, let's go find shit to poke. You are the wild version. You are a wild snake. Alright, well, let's go find the not wild version. You are the wild version. You are also the wild version. Okay, so you just checked? Okay, this sucks. I mean, we'll pop our shit on real quick and see what one's worth. I mean, I'm out here, so I might as well make the trip slightly worth coming out here. Oh, that is no damage. These things are basically fucking shadow lions. I mean, I get it. I don't have my back attack crystal on. Alright, so what's one of these fuckers worth? Okay, so it is 44 blood on one, 60 meat. I mean, that's not terrible. Let me try it with the back attack. Real quick. See if that cuts through him any faster. Come on. Fart out your gas. Oh yeah. Give me that good stank. Uh, 56, 14... 114 and 2. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I'd have to put an hour out here. Unless you already have data on this. If you could tell me what you've been getting in terms of blood per hour. I got average 19 per hour. I mean, that may not be terrible. If you multi-pull it, should be more. Bro, give me the gas. There we go. There's something about green gas coming out of an elephant that just seems so wrong on so many ways. I feel like I should be wearing a damn gas mask. When they weren't the wild versions, I was getting 23 an hour. So the normal elephants were 23 an hour. Shit. Okay. I mean, I got elephant heads. I mean, that's cool. But 300 blood in what, 5? I think I'd have to come out here and just put an hour down at some point and let me see what I can pull out of it before I can say yay or nay, I think, honestly. Because, like, 300's not terrible in just a few. Exquisite Cron and Rough Destruction Stone to boost your damage. Okay. That makes sense. All right. All right, so they're kind of all over the place out here. I could run Perfumes of Deep Sea too, but felt too risky as a level 49. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that either. Just saying, on my end, I don't think I would. Bring a 49 alt out here feels a bit sus. Okay, so this is on the way to Hakoven. All right. It's one of those things. Okay. Fuck with that at some point or another. Did they seriously stop me from processing milk into cheese because it's raining? Yes. Since they decided to bring in, always. Always? Yeah, now that one's never made sense. Why can't you dry in a house? What the fuck was that? Alright. Triple check. Nothing there. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. Yep. Okay. So yeah, you must have seen me hit a grass or something, is what you'd have seen. They removed it. I checked. Codex drop table was removed entirely from regular. Okay. They probably didn't like the fact that people were making more, or potentially almost making more killing those things than actually doing the content they planned on it, so they removed it. Okay, let's see. We'll leave you here because I don't know where you're going yet. Which is part of the problem. Yeah, they don't like us having nice things. Alright. We'll work on her first. That's it. Okay. How much shit do you have in your inventory? Alright, we'll go to the manor first. Yeah, I've been saying that for a decade, that needs to be something that can be used on any character at any time. Instead of just leaving something ancient for Narnia to never see again. Because, like, come the fuck on. Be wary. Alright. Bring out all the things. They need to make it so Pocket Shy actually buffs you for actually making a gnome, enhancing their soul. You know what? You're not wrong. You gotta be shitting me. Alright, let's do the good old Black Desert lighting hack, and boom, I now have light for shallows. You're not wrong. Yep. It's a gnome. Three shallow, two deep. Nope. Instead, get used to gigantic ass boomerang, because that's what you're allowed to have. That would actually be funny. Like, legitimately funny. But I mean, here's my thought. What the fuck is Deadeye gonna bring, the Deadeye's brother gonna bring that she doesn't bring already? With a southern accent? No, we ain't having none of that shit around here. Listen here, darling. That's not allowed here in this here Asian game. We ain't allowed to have that. 4 deep. Could be ninja style gunner, assassin cowboy, stealth, shoot boy. Maybe. Oh god, this one's weird. 3 deep, 2 shallow. Okay, so there's that one out over there. That one is off the corner. There's a shallow there and a shallow there. 4 deep again. I mean, to be fair, though, we're at the point where it's going to get really hard for them to create something truly unique at this point. Wouldn't that just be Teemo? Stop. Having an actual train as just shift Q. A true pet class? Well, considering they already showed off a revolver on the image, I doubt it. Necromancer? Yeah, let's kill them with the pistol and then raise them from the dead. I could see that being a thing. It just sucks that we already have the teaser of it, so we know it's a pistol. Because it sure as hell wasn't Mommy Milkers with the scales. I was like, oh, new class. Oh, that's the boss. Yeah, when they did their tease for Heidel Ball, they dropped an image of the Heidel Ball promo image, a chest with a pistol sitting next to it, and then Mommy Milkers with a scale. So 3 deep, 2 shallow. Interesting. That could be a unique take. I'm actually trying to think. I mean, outside the Necromancer thing, that's one that hasn't been done in Black Desert. Like true Necromancer, true pet class. But I mean, Tamer does kind of count for that. That Hylang was designed to be that. It's just they didn't do it right. Could they do it right now? Maybe. They've got 10 years under their belt to learn from. So, I mean, there's a possibility they could potentially make her a better... make a better true pet beast class. Awakened Corsair. Okay. I will have to say, after 10 years, I am kind of shocked they haven't brought out an actual Necro class. Considering Elder Scrolls did it before they did. Because they're not gonna just actually let us do necromancy. They're just gonna be like, hey, here's hands and spooky graphics. Yeah. Imagine if it was kind of like the Diablo version of Necro. You raise the shit you kill. You're just all of a sudden at Gyphon Under, and now you're rezzing up all the big bosses to fight for you. Be like Worm Raid. Oh god. Melody of Thundercloud, Cluedom's following me. That would be chaos. I don't know if I'd be mad or impressed. It's cool for the first person who does it. It's not cool for everybody who goes to do it after that. Random word spots up in your base. The 8 guys who last got the last tap on it. Garmoth. He suddenly starts dodging meteors from the skies. That could be interesting. Kills Zarka and he just sits there because he does nothing and is immobile. Eternally screwed until he despawns. Yeah, him and his little itty bitty legs. Like his teeny tiny little legs. You did everything upper body day. You just forgot that leg day was a thing. I mean, we did kind of beat up on him for years and years and years. So, I mean, I guess it is true that they face just the tofu cat. Yep. I don't know how you fix bosses nowadays. All the old, like, major bosses, I don't know how you fix them to be, like, relevant anymore. They don't. It's just free debos if you do go now. It's all Land of Morning Light bosses now. Kudum and Often. I've never done a Land of the Boring Light boss. I've only done the shrines what legally I had to once, and I hadn't done them since. The Sovereign. Okay. That makes sense. Three deep, too shallow. I lost it. I have no idea where it is. I have no idea where that one went. It's like 32 taps a week or so. Any spares you sell on the central market? Huh? You just jump scared yourself? How? Because that's not easy to do. Because it gives the no Devo frags. From world bosses, and the donut can be nice occasionally. Okay. I was just doing some life skilling and it was all quiet and chill, and all of a sudden I used the blade spin and heard a loud sound of blades and saw my screen turn red. Whoops. Often for the mythical feathers. I'm just hoping this next tap or two I can be done with this stupid horse, and I don't have to do the horse racing thing. I know it's not going to be nice to me. It's going to end up making me do the one thing I don't want to do. Like, it's one of the main reasons why I never chased the tier 10s before, is because I fucking hate horse racing. I hated all the shit about horses. Just give me the damn horse and let me ride it. I was perfectly fine on the T9s. I didn't need the T10s. But then when they gave one out for free, I was like, cool, I'll completely use and abuse it. Maybe Garmoth now that their reward bundle gives sealed magicals for 5-minute low effort. 10 shards. I mean, that's not terrible. 4 deep. Huh? I want to go for T11 horse, but the thought of even beginning the grind stops me in your tracks. I mean, I get it. It's the barrier of entry and just the process of doing it to me sucks. I want the horse racing trophy. It's glowy for the housing. Other than that, I don't really care. Like, I don't know. I think it's for me, it's the horse racing that stops me. I don't mind the horse training. It's literally AFK shit at night. I can deal with that. I can do that all day long. That I don't really care about because I'm not like around to deal with it. But me actually having to go horse race people, no. I don't want to do that shit. And it's the only way to get it. So, which makes it even more annoying, because it's the only way you're going to get that mat. The ferns. I mean, they'll eventually give out 3 T11s. Or 3 T10s at some point. I don't do the horse racing. I just do the Wings of Ascension and Min-Max Imperial Steeds for boxes. Wait, what? Hold up. Wings of Ascension. Wings of Ascension video. Thick fur, 1000 plume, 5 powder creates Wings of Ascension. Okay, well then where are you getting the royal ferns from? Because you have to use the royal ferns to make the mythical sensor. Too deep, too shallow. No. Those are Flowers of Oblivion. Flowers of Oblivion come in from the direct Imperial. These are needed to create the mythical powder. So how are you getting around this shit? That's what I want to know. Because the only way to get that shit's horse racing. Which is why I avoid it like the plague. Daily horse taming? Grab the quest from Lena, gives you a bunch of daily Imperial horses, gives you a box with 100 each time you turn one in. Red horse is up. Okay, hold on. Alright. I'm gonna do this right here, right now. I'm gonna buy a horse. I'm gonna Imperial it on the right on the spot because I don't have any that I'm not trying to breed. Okay, so I need to go to Liana. All right. Imperial horses. Okay. Okay, so daily capture horse thing. So 6 of these a day. Which is just the base mats of bullshittery. Fuck that, I'm not dealing with it. All 3 catch 1 horse and it register. Okay, yeah, I have room here. Alright, we're gonna go capture this horse. Okay. Um... Since I know there's some right up here on the mountain. Oh shit, I gotta go actually too. Hold on. Alright, cool. Okay, well, I haven't gotten anything like that. I've only gotten just absolute shit horses recently. Whoops, I went too far. Or did I? Yes, they're like over in here. Fit. It's 2 level 22 horses to get you max breeds. Alright, yeah, I'm nowhere near that. And for the T10. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, honestly. Now we just need to talk to... Okay. Interesting. So, 56 more ferns. Hooray. Okay, well, I've got 3 more attempts currently. So I'm hoping I can get it in these 3 and be fucking done with this shit. All right. Let's see. Where is this at? God, they're all fucking the alloy ingot this today. I'm Feather bottlenecked more than I am Ferns in Oblivion. I'll take a worker node if I could. Sweet. Actually, that's what we want. I assume it's just you not wanting to buy these? Trying to save money to go elsewhere? Deck taps. I get that. All right. Where's the gremlin at? There she is. No, that's I can see why you're not chasing it for that reason then. So I think, I mean, pretty much rough math is saying tomorrow we're gonna get 60 bill divided by 8-1. We're gonna get 7 taps tomorrow at potentially getting my my Edana helm. So and then everything after the alchemy trade will be for other things. Too deep, too shallow. I guess, I mean, it's honestly just going to be the road to, it's road to Edana at that point. So grinding Dark Seekers until I can get the AP magic crystals. Probably going to the jail some, even though it's significantly less money. Probably do the jail some to try to get the map piece. I'm hoping we don't spend 7 taps. I'm hoping we get it in the next tap or two would be awesome. And then we can just start investing it into Magical Shard Desert or Green Desert, right? Well, I mean, it will be a Green Desert in a year. I mean, you gotta think, they're gonna be rolling back time, and the desert will no longer be a desert. Yeah, that's part of the reroll. They're going back over 1,000 years in time. Basically, you're going back to Crimson Desert time frame. Which is really weird. They did. It was called Crimson Desert. Yeah, I'm so not looking forward to the new gear grind of that. Oh yeah, now you gotta take your deck Edana gear and turn it into this bullshit. Right. Yeah, that would be wild. Honestly, I hope they scrap the idea because it sounds terrible for splitting up the community even more. Because now you're going to have a part of the community that's going to be in that side. Then you're going to have another part. Like, I think it's time to just let that idea go, but... They're probably years into that development, so unfortunately, that's going to come through. But the good news is we still have this year for this coming year. 2026 is going to bring the Demon Continent, I think. So it'd be 2027 before we'd get new Valencia, or, well, prehistoric Valencia. Man, gotta get ready for that infinite cooking station grind. Making bazillions of pure powder reagents and bazillions of clear powder reagents. Mm. Yeah, that's what the whole point of them is. They're all infinite. They're just. I just gotta see if it's possible to get a 1 second cook time on it. Because you can get a 1 second cook time with the buff they give. But they're bringing back the stations in Class 2. So... Global Labs patch notes, Class 2 onwards, they have max 1,000 crafts per family. Oh, really? Well, never mind. Yeah, they knew that was too good to be true. Well, back to my Supreme Stations it is. Agreed. A treasure item would make total sense. Infinite cooking stations. Like, fucking earn it and be done with it. I mean, honestly, it would probably take a burden off the polished stone. That place would get so contested so fast if they actually did that. All the life skillers there would be going over to kill each other till they get that shit. Yep, life skiller on life skiller violence. Then they'll find out who really find out how geared life skillers really are. They'll all start crawling out of the wet work going, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, no, that's the point where PvPers get scared, because that's when the, like, Giga gear starts coming out. They're like, wait, I'm used to hitting these scraps of these little Tuvala Timmies. What the fuck is this shit? It's like hitting a damn wall. Why has he got so many medals above his head? What the fuck is this shit? Like, I ain't your no Tuvala Timmy. Sit down, son. Insufficient energy! Yeah. That's somebody you just don't fuck with. Alright, now the question is where did that box go? Was it on Nova? Did I never pull it off of you? No, I didn't. Yeah. They would be in for a weird day. A day they were not expecting. No, I wasn't there when the full Shy Army happened. I kind of got out of the PvP scene before Shies were ever released, and I hadn't heard anybody talk about it since. Log over to her for a few minutes. Thinking, can't fire it up. Castle before siege, nobody could close the gates, nobody could repair nothing. Everyone burning, everyone stuck in combat from the campfire damage ticks. Literally burned the castle down. That's fucking hilarious. Actually. Command to Gather couldn't even cast. Wow. That's wild. People were dying in respawn. I mean, that's actually kind of brilliant that they figured that out. Not even gonna lie. What do you mean you can't close the gate? It won't close. All right. The immediate Wednesday it was patched. Oh, I bet it was. uh, I know what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. I need to start doing this after reset. Start doing this after reset. I gotta stop pissing off with this. Blue Squadron has a huge passionate hatred against Shies, by the way. I could imagine. Okay, I've got Cooking Mastery first, so that goes on. Oh shit, I need to have this equipped now, too. For all that extra mastery. Let's see here. Where does that put... I think I'm over 3,000 with, cooking. Yeah, I'm 3,200 with cooking. Alchemy is 3,200 as well. So, yeah. No, I mean, it'll help get me over. It will help. And what is that? Hold on. However, fucking diabolically worth every log. Slain by a pin Manos axe, and however many tens of the hedgehogs come. 10% of the hedgehogs. The one time I got a patch to happen was in Node War when I actually placed a flag out of the war boundaries and it still worked. So we had invulnerable flag. Oh, wow. That's wild. I can't really sell her thing. Because she's kind of like the closest. Like, who is the closest storage to this? Glish. That's right, because I have to teleport with her. That's wild. It's been so long since I've done a node war. Like, so long. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Digital was just a shitter tier 1 guild that nobody gave a fuck about when I last did node war. As in, they had like maybe 50, 60 members and were absolutely trash. They weren't a siege guild at that point. I was just like invalid placement. Where the fuck? I put the flag and then I hear the shot call. Like, what the fuck is this flag? We're not even in the zone. Yo, they can't damage the flag. Everyone go, 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 go. That's salty. All right. I think we're probably gonna hang up for the night. We'll do the trade tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow morning we'll do the trade run after that first round comes in. We will do the about to finish the academy. Then I gotta go graduate. Yep. I would definitely go take care of that. I remember Digital when they were a life skilling guild. I was invited in the early days too. Then they had a different lead back then. We were pretty close. Yeah, I kind of remember the whole life skilling thing too. That's been a while ago. So yeah, from last night, just in case nobody watched the earlier stream, we did end up hitting Master 1 training overnight. It ended up training the entire... On the Cacao servers, yes. Back when their icon was green and red orb on a white background. Yep, the Cacao servers were shit. So tomorrow the idea will be trade run, blow up 50 mil or 50 bill. I just realized I need to change to the Olvia servers. This loop's broken. We will do some more gathering somewhere else. And just keep trying to head towards hopefully something in the next week and a half. We'll probably have the money. I think is roughly what we'll be looking at. Because it will take me... It'll take me a while because I've also got to do the... Whoops. I don't mean to minimize that to Trey. Because I also got to do processing between it, so it's not like I can sit there and go all out, all alchemy all the time. I've got to keep up my trade crates to a point. Unless there's some stuff that I can just buy to keep on, like, just to overload it. So I could focus on it. Like, I know I can do that with the Calpheon crates. I know I can do that with the Medea crates. The ore crates are a little bit different, so... Probably not doing that with them. You stream more in one day than I do in a month. Crimson Desert did you dirty. It's whatever, dude. I've also been trying to change what I've been doing to try to save the sanity of my health some. I have to test the loop first, and that's the thing. I never save it, so... And I don't stream more, and now that I think about it, I don't stream more than you do in a day than you do in a month. Podcasts are 3 hours long. You have 4 podcasts a month. No, I only stream twice a day on the weekends right now. I've been doing that just because I have been trying to do other things, not just work 15, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, just make it loop. Test to see if it's good, and if don't, overwrite it. I mean, that's fair. No, I've only done 2 streams today. I did a very short 30-minute video the other day. Then once you have one that's good, just click load and loop and easy. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that in the next setup of it. But like, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I did do like a quick 30-minute stream after lunch one day because I wanted to record something. But that was, like I said, instead of me doing a video, I just streamed it to be faster. But it's Monday through Friday is only 1 stream a day. And the only time I do stream twice a day, it was that one Thursday where I was just too tired to do shit. Or the one Friday, because it was after the podcast. I barely was able to sleep. I got in that weird. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't do anything. I was just zoned out. But actually, we've made a lot of progress on that. We're actually a lot closer than I thought we would be. The gains are rolling through pretty quick. This will probably get done before too terribly long. I've only got 1 more life skill left of this. As soon as this fucking horse decides to stop trolling me, I have this. I'm probably about 2 weeks out of doing this, of actually doing it. I just need to keep doing the weeklies for it. I'll probably get this tomorrow. Potentially. I'll get the enhancement to be able to convert it. But that'll be Thursday, Friday when we get to do that. This, I don't know if we'll ever actually do. We'll have to see. This is kind of those we'll have to see. This is more doable, but I don't know exactly quite how long that's going to take. I'm a lot closer to this than it seems. I have a little bit of energy left to do to gather that. These I probably won't end up grabbing. This is definitely not going to be happening. This may happen. I don't know if that will end up happening. And these are just memes. I doubt we'll ever actually chase these. Especially this one, because this is like 15,000 hours worth of grinding to do this. And I don't think I've got 15,000 hours. How do you graduate? Go up to the Olvia Academy. And then upstairs, there's a group of people that you talk to. And he will do the graduation thing. It's a quick little quest. You'll get 300 extra tokens, and then everything's locked out of the Olvia Academy. All knowledge is dumb because the Mutant Ogre and all the Marnie Stones. Well, I've also got the Mutant Ogre knowledge. I've got most of the Marnie Stone knowledge. I'm pretty sure I've done all the Marnie zones. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Bookshelves have always been like secret sauce of the game. Like two crafting recipes that don't exist but have knowledge entries. Oh, like it was old data that they left in, so it's technically in there, or they're planning to someday add it. Not in live. Makes sense. I used to do the bookshelf reading thing, then I kind of gave up on it at one point. Um. All right, it looks like it is stable, so we'll call it on that. So we'll get one more trade sent in. We'll get this one sent in, and then that will be it. Garada, Yoke Joe, Trade Wagon. So yeah, tomorrow will be an interesting day. So I'll probably be on around 8, 9 in the morning. And we'll see what's cooking up. Ever since they made it so you can craft most of the Pearl furniture items, bookshelves, durability decrease even while swapped off on an alt. See, I forgot they did the Pearl shop stuff. Oh shit, I know what I forgot to do. Edana needs a worker sent to it. Until this little shit gets the because you need to run this as many times as possible to get that. So you should probably check out the Global Labs notes. They're drastically changing trading with crates and wagons too. Wait, hold on. I looked over the I don't see it on the Global Labs patch notes. It's just everything about level 7. Like, I'm not getting anything popping up on crates on the new global patch. So, I don't think that's it. Hello there.
What's up?
I'm about to get off and go to bed here in a minute.
Oh, yeah, it is about that time.
Yeah. Just wrapping up. Hanging out. It's been another day. Another $1. How's things been going for you?
Not bad. Not bad. Same with you, just another day. Got some running done. Then ate barbecue for lunch, and I've been kind of miserable all day since then.
Oh, really? Alright, hold on. Let's see here. To preserve the core experience, adventure trade goods can no longer.
Try the Pokemon game in No Man's Sky.
Yeah, good luck with that. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're just going to make barter goods no longer tradable because the whole point of this is they literally just updated this so that the transport could actually transport all these barter goods. Because they even admitted the thing does nothing other than move trade crates around now. So I don't think it has anything to do with the actual trade items. And if it does, then they are in deep shit from a lot of people who are still making trade crates. I mean, if that's the case, that literally pulls out a lot of contribution points here, and it kills literally one of my major sources of income. I get that, but they're more bipolar than your bipolar goth girlfriend. I mean, you're not wrong. Well, we'll see what happens Wednesday. I will shut it down to where I'll pull all my plywoods out Wednesday at the before I do my last shipment, and I'll let them all tick off, and I'll shut it down on Wednesday because this way I don't have any crates I have to move. I'm not gonna let this way I go into Thursday with a clean slate, and if it's still there and they still transport, great, cool. If not, well, then I don't have a bazillion crates I have to hand move off my fucking ship. Because that shit sucked ass so much. That's why I ended up getting, I think, 6 Sal to sail me across the ocean. It was faster. I mean, at this point, I don't expect trade to be something they ever fix. So... But anyway, we're gonna let this loop. I'm gonna get going. Not rafting my horse till the end of the morning. He'll hide again. That is dumb. That is dumb. So y'all enjoy y'all's night. Take care. Enjoy, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.